It is no shock that the UFC's embrace of Donald Trump, allowing sports washing from the entire administration led by the man himself, has led to a domino effect within the fan base, a newly minted fan base that has made the space as toxic as ever. Some who oppose this movement make their feelings known, as Bill Burr's wife did at UFC 295.
Or here on the Rich Eisen Show. I love
That's like those Trump guys. They're always going like, you snowflakes, F your feelings and all of that. And then you make fun of Trump. They're like, oh my God, it's so disrespectful. It's like you're saying F Joe Biden. It's like you can't have it both ways.
The comedian himself even called BS on the MAGA UFC fan.
How's your wife's hands doing these days?
Oh, they're fantastic. I love my wife. You know where you stand with her. Okay, the guy walked in the arena. Everybody cheered. She gave him the finger. Nobody got arrested. That's why this country's great. Everybody expressed themselves. Can we all be adults? I mean, I don't know about you, but I came there to go to the fights. I didn't know I was going to the Republican National Convention. My favorite thing was when Trump was going, thank you. Thank you. You know what it reminded me of? When OJ got acquitted. Remember that? When he's going, thank you. Like, I can't believe I'm getting off of this. Thank you. Thank you.
But he is right.
He's another guy. Donald Trump, he's getting the Michigan treatment. Do you know how many people you could accuse of that, falsifying your assets for what they're really worth?
Right.
Like, how come they're not going after the banks? I can just walk into a bank and be like, my house is worth $5 trillion. Can I have a $30 million loan? Okay.
Since when did a UFC event become a Trump rally?
Come on. You want to hear from him? Yes.
Well, since Dana White's smooching of Trump's behind over the years paid off.
Say what you want about him. The guy saw this thing coming, was into it, and gave us our first shot, and you'll never hear me say anything bad about Trump.
Whatever your deal is, or whatever I'm not a real political person.
Where he's spoken at the RNC twice, the same number of times Trump has been impeached.
It was clear his highest priority was always the health and safety of everyone in our country. Not just Republicans, not just supporters, but every single American.
Though the bond remains tight, the embracing of these ideologies has led to a trickle-down effect from the fighters.
Girls, I just want to talk about something because my family's lived through it and history has told us that this is a play right out of the communist playbook. What they're doing to President Trump has never been done before to a president. For the BS charges that the DA in New York is bringing up is complete and utter nonsense. If we let them do this to Trump, they're going to come for you, me, and anybody that opposes him. This has been done before in history, and every time it's happened, it only gets worse. We can't let the left take over and ruin American values. This is nonsense.
Take Jorge Masvidal, for example.
I vote Trump, and last thing is I love Trump.
Or Triple C, Henry Cejudo.
On Saturday night, I'm going to bring you to a place you never want to be. I'm going to bring you to the 7th layer hell.
Okay.
No, I'm bringing you to 7th layer hell. We'll say what's up to your dad while we're there.
Oh!
And, of course, Colby Covington.
We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said, if I had a gay son, I would think I'd...
Oh, look, another, I'm saying to you, the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
You become a champion, you become a star, and someone says...
Let me ask you something. Are you gay?
Have you had the chance to interact with a more diverse...
Let me know, are you gay?
Could I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking, this is a part of, are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, you had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Here's where it takes an even worse turn, if that's possible.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak man, dude. You're part of the problem. You elected Justin Trudeau. Like, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just pathetic. And the fact that you have no backbone and has he shut down your country and seized bank accounts, you ask me some stupid like that, go fuck yourself. Move the on, man.
Really, that answers the question.
Not to leave out Sean Strickland, which leads us to Jon Anick, play-by-play man for the UFC, who has been threatened by one of these men before.
And, Jon Anick, dude, I don't want your kids to grow up without a dad. Just realize you live in Boca. I live in Miami, mother. You're not too far from me, so you better shut your mouth. You poke the bear, now you get the bear comes after you.
There were plenty who stood up for him. And it wasn't just fighters, but also some of the biggest names in media.
The stuff with Jon Anick was so far in the territory of bad taste. He's a character. He's not going to do anything. But you're talking about the face of the UFC in many respects. You're talking about the guy who hosts the press conferences. You're talking about the lead play-by-play guy of the UFC. If the UFC doesn't do something about this, And I don't mean a statement. I don't mean any bullshit like that. Like, someone needs to tell him, you can't talk about our play-by-play guy like this. Like, what, you're trying to pick a fight with the play-by-play guy because he had Bilal Muhammad on his show? What are you talking about? That's the behavior of someone who feels like he had something and it's slipping through his fingers. I just think it's like, if they don't have Anik's back in those moments, whose back are they going to have? It's just like free game to talk about it, to legit threaten anyone who works for the company, forward facing. Say something like that about a DC, a Paul Fed, like they can handle themselves. You can't talk about that guy who like represents the company in the best way possible at the press conferences, media days, on radio shows, on podcasts, and is literally your lead play-by-play guy, the voice of the UFC. And you're talking like that? Like, that's lunatic behavior.
Yet the issue remains. The blowback from the Strickland stands, the Covington stands, etc.
I am growing tired of this MMA space a little bit and just the morass of negativity when there is a close fight. Because even if you and I both thought Dricus du Plessis won the fight, we try to present that information respectfully. And when I go on to X or I go to our YouTube comments, it seems like a lot of these fans are just in attack mode. And I don't know if these fans are casual fans or not, right? But I appreciate the passion, but I'm getting to a point at 45 years of age where I don't know how much time I have left in this MMA space, because if I go do pro football, like, I'm not necessarily going to be dealing with this lowest common denominator all the time. And I don't know, man. I just feel like there's a lot of malice and disrespect from the fan base, and we can disagree. Like, don't take it from me. Demetrius Johnson and Kenny Florian thought DDP won the fight. I don't know. I've just been very off put with the negativity that has permeated my feed since Saturday night, and I'm just not sure how much longer I have in this space, honestly. But those of you suggesting that there's any bias or you don't like me, well, you probably get your wish come 2026, because honestly, at this point, I've had it.
This is something that we have tried bringing to y'all's attention for a little bit now. The infusion of the keep politics out of sports crowd, yet partaking in it at every single turn. The ones who advocate for LeBron James to shut up and dribble, yet cheer on Donald Trump at a UFC event. Who welcome Tucker Carlson. Who appreciate seeing Dana White speak at the RNC. Who go and on tours with Jorge Masvidal, Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Triple C, the Cringe Lord, for a Fighters Against Socialism movement. That same thing. Now, this started, the Jon Anick stuff, because of the vitriol that he has received for calling, as he always does, a fair, objective fight. Don't think anybody would get in that position and be in that seat if they were biased and say that he believes Dricus du Plessis won the fight over Sean Strickland. Maybe it was a little bit split. Dana White had Strickland winning the 5th round. It seems through many in the media space, and specifically the UFC media space, that DDP did defeat Sean Strickland. It was close. However, because Jon Anick said he thought DDP won, he is getting nonstop hate. Whether it is in the YouTube comments, which, by the way, John, and this is coming from a fan of yours, welcome. It is not something that I like doing, but I like interacting with a lot of our subscribers. And it comes with the territory of anonymous people being able to comment whatever the hell they want. And let me just save you the time. Going off and being anti-Semitic about a Jewish person's appearance is not going to score you points. Nonetheless, John, welcome to the YouTube space. But it's not just YouTube. It's on X or Twitter. Let's just call it Twitter. Screw the Emerald 9 apartheid, dude. He gets hate on Twitter. He gets hate in interviews that he does. And he's seeing it as, why would I continue to deal with this? And I agree with him. One of the things that a colleague brought up to me about a year or two ago, I want to say 2 years ago, is that a lot of people in media, depending on what we cover and the backlash that we get, some do suffer from a form of PTSD because of what we see all day, And then the reactions that we get constantly that are flooded. And this is part of the disconnect for a lot of people who just think they're going to leave a comment or they're going to, at times, find our numbers and call and say terrible things, awful things. Sometimes, some people will even go as far as to comment on family members' social media pages. Yeah, that's how it is. So what Jon Anick is dealing with is something that we have all dealt with. It's awful. It's terrible. And the biggest problem is Dana White. Did Dana White come out and strongly defend Jon Anick when he was threatened by Colby Covington? Free speech, brother, free speech. Did he come out and defend Leon Edwards? Whoa, we're not going to muzzle anybody. Take a stance, dude. Be a little tougher. Come on, man. What this has done for many, and I understand this is a small minority, but if you go on the message boards, Reddit pages, follow some of the people in the UFC space, fans are turned off. They're not liking this. They're not liking the turn. They're not liking the hard pivot to the right. Now, if they wanted to do something about it, they could. But they won't. And what you're going to see is microcosmic of many fans in the form of Jon Anick, who is saying, he's throwing his hands up and saying, yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. And wherever he goes, he will have success because he is a fantastic play-by-play commentator, and it will be the UFC's loss.